I mean, to me personally, it seems like Jojo Siwa is just desperately trying to cling on to relevancy, and to her, she feels like music is the only option, because if she's not doing music, what else is Jojo Siwa going to be doing?
So this is embarrassing. Jojo Siwa spent her 21st birthday celebrating at Disney's Epcot. She obviously got wasted, but she tried to do a sing-along with other people of her new song Karma, but no one knew the words.
Jojo Siwa needs to be stopped before she becomes a serious problem for herself and all of the kids who are following her. Over the past couple of weeks, Jojo has been getting herself into drama after drama. From hurling insults at people during her performances to getting on stage and inappropriately touching herself in front of people before chugging down a whole bottle of vodka. Oh, and did I mention that she was asking for a plug to sell her illegal substances? The kind that gets you thrown in jail. You guys, Jojo needs a serious intervention, like right now.
No one has made this dramatic of a change yet. No one has made, in my generation, this extreme of a switch. And I am the first in the generation. It is very scary, but someone's got to do it.
Loves, we might not have all grown up in front of a camera and in the public light like Jojo Siwa, but given all these celebs we've seen growing up over the years, we definitely know how being a young celebrity isn't easy. What's even harder is being a celebrity from a young age and turning into an adult right in front of people. Some people want you to behave older than you are, and some may want you to remain the person they first knew and never change from that. Many celebs have been in this position in the past, and some have successfully managed to navigate through this tricky time. However, Jojo Siwa is not one of them. She has arguably taken the worst approach ever, trying to prove that she's now an adult, and it seems like with each passing day, she just keeps getting worse and worse, and if she's not careful, this might destroy her. So, all of this recent wave of JoJo drama began at the beginning of the month when a T account on Twitter revealed that JoJo allegedly wanted to try to sell illegal stuff during Pride Month. Loves, I have to emphasize that this is alleged, because the Twitter account never cited any sources of JoJo actually saying these things, but you guys know how the internet is. The tweet went viral, gaining close to 3 million views, and people were going nuts because of this. Now, the worst thing for JoJo is that whether this story is true or not, given her recent antics and scandals, people were quick to believe it. Because with this new adult JoJo, we all have to admit that this looks like something she would actually say. Fast forward to the next day, JoJo performed in London at the Mighty Hoopla event, and in what has become typical JoJo fashion, the event was filled with nothing but drama. Many people at the event were reported saying that JoJo's performance was extremely boring and that most of the crowd went silent when she got on stage to perform. Y'all, some people even started complaining that JoJo wasn't even singing at some point. All she was doing was lip singing, and not well at all. At some point, I think she forgot she was supposed to be lip singing and put her mic to the side while she performed, and the song just kept playing with her voice.
I need someone to let me know why Jojo Siwa's in the music industry, because this video from her first performance proves that she's not able to sing because the whole thing is lip syncing. Watch this. Like, she's not even trying. And like, the mic is just a prop. Okay, and so this part comes up and you think, okay, she's actually singing, right? But then literally 5 seconds later, she stops singing and her voice keeps going.
Now, on top of a bad performance, JoJo stopped performing in the middle of her set and went on a 15-minute rant about all the hate that she's been getting online since she released Karma. JoJo even took things a step further and started hurling explicit insults at all her haters, all because she was in London and claimed it was appropriate for her to use those words.
They gotta talk. We're in England. I can say this word because they're sassy. I say, write your own songs. That's not even you singing. That Emeline song is amazing. And you know what I say to those s***ers? I tell them to hold the mother***ing drama.
During that long long rant, sections of the crowd could be heard booing JoJo while she was still speaking. However, the boos weren't particularly loud because most of the people seemed to be extremely bored at that point and couldn't be bothered to care about what JoJo was going on about. After her performance in London, JoJo got seriously trolled online, with many people questioning whether or not she should be doing music. People even brought up the fact that during her rant, JoJo had been using some references to her old songs and nobody seemed to get it. Y'all, now all the hate she received seemed to get to her because a week later, JoJo was performing in LA at the Pride in the Park, and JoJo decided to give the worst response to her haters online. She was dropping a lot of F-bombs while she was on stage, and at one point she asked for a bottle of vodka and just began chugging it right on stage. And after that, things just got weird and inappropriate. In the spirit of proving her haters wrong and showing the world that she's an adult, JoJo began doing some highly inappropriate stuff while performing. At one point, she began touching herself in questionable ways, even going as far as putting her hands in her pants. Naturally, after seeing this, people were shocked. Just have a look at a couple of the reactions from these people who couldn't believe their eyes. JoJo, have you learned nothing? Lip syncing and needs to wash her hands. I genuinely gasped so loud. She was really feeling herself. In the pants and top was too much. Imagine a meet and greet after you gotta shake that hand. Anyways, that aside, just like in London, JoJo halted her performance and went on a rant, which was even more explicit than the one she had in London. She said, "You guys aren't the online. Not going to lie, I have to deal with a lot of them online. I woke up this morning and as one does, I opened my phone and the first thing that came up was a picture of me performing back when I was in London a couple of days ago. Some guy, I stalked his page, he was definitely straight. This guy commented, and this was a new comment for me. It wasn't about a dance that I do. It wasn't about my hairline. It wasn't about that I'm a 5'9" giant toddler. It said, this man needs to be stopped. He said that to me. The straight guy told me that I need to be stopped. This man needs to be stopped." After this, JoJo, in a not so subtle manner, responded to the man who told her she needed to be stopped by telling him that she had a bigger you-know-what than him, and she had even you-know-what with more girls than him. And JoJo didn't stop there. At one point, she started bashing the crowd for not being loud enough while she performed. Both JoJo's concerts were a total mess that when The Independent did a review of her performance, they said this: "Siwa spends what feels like half her allotted time talking about her haters and her one-time army of 12-year-old fans. It's a bit of a calamity, but Siwa's energy, a mix of uber-precise choreography and haphazard chaos." Loves, in the bid to prove that she's an adult and trying to shake her Nickelodeon image, JoJo might also be destroying her new image. She's getting drunk on stage, doing NSFW things on stage, and allegedly asking for illegal substances. And she's constantly talking about her haters and all the hate she receives. This reminds me of her birthday last month when she went to Disney World and got absolutely drunk to celebrate the fact that she had turned 21. JoJo then decided to get some people to do a sing-along to her song Karma with some people who recognized her, but that quickly backfired on her because they didn't know the song.
So this is embarrassing. Jojo Siwa spent her 21st birthday celebrating at Disney's Epcot. She obviously got wasted, but she tried to do a sing-along with other people of her new song Karma, but no one knew the words. Watch.
I should've known better. I had a wish I would've never left around. Yeah, we know it. Lie, cheat, end up just like me. Jojo, have you learned nothing?
After clips of JoJo drunk at Disney World started going viral, people started trolling her online, telling her that she was embarrassing herself. Later, JoJo revealed somewhere along her drunken journey on her birthday, somebody punched her right in the face. JoJo's reputation has taken a serious hit after she told the world that she wanted to rebrand herself.
It's my 21st birthday! I'm drunk as fuck right now! Something my bread I'm supposed to eat. I got punched in the eye. It was really bad, but I'm okay. I'm okay.
The mockery of her rebrand reached a new level when SNL did an entire skit all about JoJo, and it wasn't looking good for JoJo. Now, the worst thing about JoJo getting roasted on SNL is that everybody seemed to love it. Nobody seemed to come to defend her or anything. It's sad and mean to say, but some might argue that JoJo's rebrand is slowly turning into a joke. I mean, just take a look at the reactions from the SNL skit. 10 out of 10 for that impersonation. Chloe sounds exactly like her. My favorite line. From 2011 to 2023, I was 8, but now I'm 20 and gay. Nothing has been more true. I gotta say, Chloe did a fantastic job impersonating Jojo Siwa. From her voice right down to that ridiculous and laugh out loud dance of hers, she really did capture a good girl trying hard to go bad. It's insane how impressions can be so over the top and exaggerated on SNL occasionally, yet JoJo's so up there that this performance almost feels like it should be nominated for an Oscar. Herself is so over the top that this comes off as way too accurate. Her voice impression of her is also spot on. They either got the actual outfit from JoJo or their costume department is just that good. It is 100% the same thing she wore, unless something is available to purchase from some store somewhere that sells gay pop clothing. She was fantastic. I watched Dance Moms. My son was little and had a little crush on her because he liked her dances. He's a teenager now and asked me if I remembered his first TV crush. I'm like, JoJo? He's like, yeah, she got weird.
The way that SNL has perfectly captured the cringiness and the exaggeration of her babiness is impeccable. Brava.
Anyways, JoJo's problem isn't just with her haters and all the people making fun of her online. JoJo also seems to have a problem with the former That's So Raven star, Annalise Vanderpool. In what seemed like an unprovoked attack, JoJo left a snarky comment directed at Annalise under a TikTok of Annalise talking about the canceled show Raven's Home. JoJo's comment read, 6 seasons and now a spinoff. I think they're doing just fine. Also, look at your account. Your highest views come from talking about the show / Raven as well. Seemingly triggered by JoJo's comment, Annalise quickly and aggressively replied to JoJo, telling her, highest views. Exactly. You're catching on. Now, put some respect on my name, little girl. I walked so you could dance.
5, 6.
Now, we won't get into Annalise's drama with Disney, but JoJo clearly got to her and she couldn't let it go despite replying to JoJo's comment. Annalise took the beef further by making a separate TikTok, essentially putting JoJo in her place.
I was in rehab at like 15. I feel like this is not my biggest issue.
Now, even though in this particular argument, I feel like JoJo raised a serious and accurate point, she didn't have to come for Annalise like that. And the worst thing is that JoJo would probably get dragged through the mud if this beef is to develop any further because of all of the endless drama she keeps finding herself in. Loves, what do y'all think about this new and rebranded JoJo? Is this something that could last, or is JoJo slowly destroying herself trying to prove that she's an adult? Let me know your opinions in the comments down below, and don't forget to check out my previous video to ensure you're up to date with all the latest tea. Till next time, bye love!